become a hellish reality.
That's a great idea.
So what's the deal with Dolph Lundgren in Expendables 5? It seems like there's a lot happening with the movie, especially concerning the franchise's replacement dilemma for Sylvester Stallone. We've heard about potential action stars who could step into Stallone's shoes, and it's pretty exciting. Plus, there's talk of a first look that could completely shake things up. Let's delve into what we know about Expendables 5 and the possible replacements for Stallone. For those who may not be up to speed, let's talk about the Expendables franchise. It's an American ensemble action thriller series created by David Callahan and written by Sylvester Stallone, featuring an all-star cast including Stallone and Jason Statham. Produced by Avi Lerner and Kevin King Templeton, these films pay homage to the blockbuster action flicks of the 1980s and 90s, while also celebrating action stars from past decades and more recent ones. The series kicked off with The Expendables in 2010, followed by The Expendables 2 in 2012 and The Expendables 3 in 2014. Recently, Expendables 4 hit the screens in 2023, and there's an even ongoing comic book series titled The Expendables Go to Hell, launched in 2021. While some critics have voiced concerns about plot and dialogue, many have appreciated the film's use of comic relief amidst the intense action sequences. Now, on to the main point. Expendables 4 director Scott Waugh recently dropped a bombshell by confirming that Sylvester Stallone won't be returning for Expendables 5. This leaves a vacant spot on the roster for another iconic action hero to step in. In the 2023 installment, we see Jason Statham's Lee Christmas and Stallone's Barney Ross reuniting the mercenary team to take down yet another villain. However, despite the series' allure of bringing together 80s and 90s action stars, Expendables 4 fell short of expectations. The movie lacked the presence of heavyweights like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Bruce Willis, with only Statham, Stallone, and Dolph Lundgren making a return. The addition of Finn and Megan Fox to the team did little to compensate for their absence. What's more, Stallone's limited involvement in the movie due to creative differences with the studio during its development in 2017 further detracted from its appeal, although he did return in a smaller capacity in 2018. As a result, Expendables 4 felt more like a Statham-led action flick than a true ensemble piece. Now, with Stallone's absence confirmed for Expendables 5, the movie faces a significant challenge. However, this also presents an exciting opportunity to introduce a new action hero to complement Statham's character. With that being said, Dwayne Johnson seems like the obvious choice to fill Stallone's shoes in Expendables 5. As one of the biggest movie stars globally, The Rock is undoubtedly an action hero, and his background as a professional wrestler only adds to his credentials for the role. Not to mention, Johnson's star power is sure to elevate the franchise's box office performance. While pairing Johnson and Statham on screen might evoke memories of Hobbs and Shaw, it could also provide a fresh dynamic for Expendables 5, potentially compensating for the absence of a Hobbs and Shaw sequel. On another note, it's surprising that Nicolas Cage hasn't been part of an Expendables movie yet. Despite his edgier and more unpredictable persona compared to traditional action heroes like Bruce Willis, Cage has starred in numerous bombastic action classics such as Con Air and Face Off. Injecting Cage's energy into the Expendables series could breathe new life into the franchise, which has perhaps become a bit too serious in recent installments. With Cage experiencing a resurgence in his career and gaining attention for his roles in films like The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent and his portrayal of Superman in The Flash, now seems like the perfect time to introduce him to the Expendables universe. Now, let's delve into Dolph Lundgren's one condition for his potential return in Expendables 5, which sheds light on the franchise's dilemma in replacing Sylvester Stallone. As a veteran actor and series regular, Lundgren's openness to returning under specific circumstances could hold the key to revitalizing the franchise and reigniting widespread interest in it. Having portrayed Gunnar Jensen in all 4 movies with varying degrees of screen time, Lundgren's potential expanded role in a 5th installment could potentially address the shortcomings of Expendables 4. During a recent interview with Screen Rant while promoting his 2023 action movie Wanted Man, which Lundgren wrote, directed, produced, and starred in alongside Kelsey Grammer, the veteran actor discussed his extensive contributions to the action genre, including his involvement in the Expendables franchise. Lundgren didn't hesitate to outline the conditions that Hollywood would need to meet to secure his participation in Expendables 5. He expressed, Yeah, if Sly's in charge, I think he's working on his version of another chapter with these guys. If he's in charge, then yeah, I'm sure it would be fun to work on it. Dolph's recent comments about the shortcomings of Expendables 4 highlight the necessity of Sylvester Stallone in Expendables 5. A fourth installment's lackluster performance, both critically and commercially, underscores the importance of Stallone's involvement in the franchise. Not only would his return be crucial, but his leadership behind the camera and his on-screen charm are essential to keeping audiences engaged. While Jason Statham is undoubtedly a top-tier action star, replacing Stallone as the series lead would be a daunting task. Stallone's reduced presence in Expendables 4 significantly impacted its performance, but other factors such as a lack of star power and increased competition from franchises like John Wick also played a role. For Expendables 5 to succeed, the franchise needs to reevaluate its approach. This includes crafting a more grounded story, improving special effects, and delivering a plot that challenges viewers. Combined with Stallone's increased involvement, these factors could ensure the success of Expendables 5. Speaking of success in action films, few can match the caliber of Will Smith. He typically takes on roles where he's the central hero, rarely sharing the screen with other big-name actors. This approach makes it unlikely for Smith to consider joining an ensemble cast-driven action movie. However, recent years have seen Smith's willingness to explore different roles, suggesting that he may be open to new opportunities. Joining a movie with a renowned ensemble cast could be beneficial for Smith's career growth. It would not only diversify his filmography, but also offer audiences a refreshing change by witnessing Smith as part of a talented ensemble. Furthermore, seeing Smith exchange one-liners with other A-list stars would undoubtedly make for an entertaining cinematic experience. Given the current discourse, some argue that the Expendables franchise cannot truly replace Sylvester Stallone. Stallone, as the protagonist and the very face of the franchise, is integral to its success. His increased presence, both on and off screen, is essential as he conceived the franchise and has consistently resonated with audiences while proving his worth to studios. The essence of The Expendables was rooted in the concept of aging 80s action stars banding together to combat modern threats. However, subsequent entries have drifted from this original premise. To recapture its former glory, Expendables 5 must reintroduce Stallone and re-embrace these core elements. While Jason Statham is undoubtedly a respected action star, he doesn't quite fill Stallone's shoes. Statham excels in roles that cater to his sensibilities and audience, such as The Transporter and Fast and Furious franchises. While Statham has played a prominent role throughout the Expendables series, he thrives as Stallone's right-hand man rather than as the protagonist. The decision to diminish Stallone's role and elevate Statham's feels unnatural, and a return to the franchise's roots in Expendables 5 would be beneficial. And that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for tuning in. Do you think the Expendables franchise can truly thrive without Sylvester Stallone at the helm? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, feel free to drop your suggestions for future videos, and we'll catch you in the next one.